Hello everyone, welcome back to our Power BI channel. So here we are covering visuals under this playlist. So in the previous tutorial guys, we have studied about this decomposition tree. I hope guys now you have good understanding about this decomposition tree visual. And now in today's tutorial guys, we will talk about the next visual of Power BI, which name is Q&A, which stands for questions and answers. So before start this class guys, let me give you brief knowledge about this Q&A visual. So first of all guys, this is also an AI powered visual and we guys can ask any question related to our report just like an Google search. And you guys can simple ask question, just type your query in a layman language like what is the total sales, what is the total cost and so on. And it generate a result with actual value. And here we have one more aspect guys to use this visual, where we will get to see some given queries or suggestions where you guys can ask simple query, and once you click that on queries guys, that query generate a graphical representation of data. So guys, this is all about the explanation of this Q&A visual. And now let's move to the practical page and let's understand this visual with practical. So here we guys can see I have already taken this Q&A visual from this visualization pane. So guys, if you observe it here, there is no parameter of this Q&A visual. So guys, as we have studied in the definition of this visual, we guys can use this visual in two aspects. So first talk about this given suggestion. So here we guys can see we have some already given suggestions, or you guys can see general queries which you guys can ask with this visual. So let's start to ask question to this visual. And let's see it generating result or not. So firstly guys, I will try with this given suggestions. So let's start with this total unit price. So let me click on this query guys. And here we guys can see it returning the total value of per unit price column, which is 145k. And now let's cross check. So I will simply take card visual from here and simply expand this sales table and drag and drop this column which name is per unit price. So see guys, result is same. That means Q&A returning correct values. And now let me remove this card visual from here. And now if you guys go back to the previous step, just click here on this bar and cross this. And now here we guys can see we have some more suggestions like total original score, how many ratings are there, number of supports and so on. If you click here on show all suggestion, so you guys can see some more suggestions. And now let's see how many total ratings we have in our report. So let me click here guys and see how many total ratings we have. So see guys, we have total 2 number of ratings in our report. And now let me close this suggestion. And now guys, this time I will check support tickets we have in our report. So let me click on this suggestion and see guys, it returning line chart with trend of previous month. So with the help of this line chart guys, we guys can easily analyze the trend of the last few months. And one more thing guys, I would like to highlight. If you guys want to use the same visual in your report, so simply go here and click this button, which turns this Q&A result into standard visual. So let me click here on this button and see guys, now it's converted into line chart. And now guys, if you guys go back to your previous visual, which is Q&A visual, simply click here on this Q&A visual. So see guys, we again back to our same visual. And now guys, just click here on this bar and click here on this cross button. So in this way guys, you guys can use this given suggestion and you can also convert into standard visual accordingly. And if I click here on show all suggestion, so here we guys can see some more suggestions which all are related to the report. And if I click any of the suggestion and see the data in a visual form. See guys. And now let's talk about the next aspect of this visual. So in this aspect guys, you guys can ask your own questions related to your report. So here under this field guys, ask a question about your data. So you guys can ask any of the question. So firstly guys, I want to see the total sales which we have in our data set. So I will simply write my question in a layman language. Like I will write here total sales, that's it. And here we guys can see it returning the total sales in the form of card visual, which is 688k. And now let's try some more question to this Q&A visual. So let's go to the data view. And here we guys can see we have multiple salesperson. So guys, here under this data set, I want to see the total sales of the record Shubham. And now let's ask question to this Q&A visual. So let's go back to the report view. And I will simply write the question. Total sales of Shubham. And simply click here on this suggestion. And see guys, it clearly returning the total sales of Shubham in the form of card visual. And now guys, I am asking one more last question about this report. So let's suppose guys, I want to see the minimum value here under this total sales column. So here we guys can see the minimum value here under the total sales column is 400. And now let's ask the same question to this Q&A visual. So let's go back to the report view and simply write my question here. Minimum value of total sales column. See guys, it returning 400, which is totally correct. So in this way guys, you guys can use this visual and ask your any of the question related to your report, just like in Google search. And now guys, let's talk about some formatting feature of this Q&A visual. So let's go here in the formatting pane. And here we have only 3 formatting options of this visual, like questions field, restatement text and suggestions. So let's start with this question field. So let me expand this feature guys. And here we guys can see we have the same features which we have covered already in the previous visuals, like increase or decrease the size of your questions. You guys can also change the color from here. You guys can also play with the font style. So these features are same. And now let's talk about the background. So let me expand this background button. So here we guys can see this time I have selected the color orange. So let me convert the color as, let's say, gray. See guys. So if I talk about this background color guys, so whenever you write the question here, so it returning some background like this. So if you guys want to change the color, see guys, now this time it is orange. So in this way you guys can play with color formatting features. And here is the underline guys. So you guys can also play with the underline features. So this time its color is blue. So you guys can also play with underline colors. See guys, now it returning black. And from here guys, you guys can also play with the summing button features. You guys can change the color of submit button. And now let's talk about the next formatting feature, which is restatement text. So let me expand this first. So here we guys can see we have same feature in this restatement text, like change the color, size and font style. And now let's talk about the last feature, which is suggestion. So let me cross this first. And from here guys, you guys can turn off these suggestions. And if you expand this feature guys, you will get some more options like changing color, font style and so on. So I hope guys you have definitely enjoyed this tutorial and cleared with all the features of this Q&A visual. So for such kind of detailed learning guys, stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And if anyone wants to learn free Power BI from scratch, so here we have this free YouTube channel guys, which name is Power BI Full Course by Shubham. And under this 50 tutorial guys, I have explained each and every concept in detail. And if you guys click here on this playlist button, so here we guys can see we have multiple playlists are here. So with the help of this DAX expression playlist guys, you guys can learn DAX functions from scratch, where I have tried to cover each and every DAX functions in detail. And also we have one more playlist guys, which name is updates, where you guys will get to see the latest updates about Power BI. So you don't require to go anywhere to see latest updates about Power BI. And with the help of this visualization playlist guys, I am also trying to cover each and every visuals in detail. And those who are visit first time on this channel, kindly hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. So stay connected with us for such kind of detailed learning. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I am keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an interviewer. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone for jobs or trainings. But if you still think guys you require paid training sessions, so I am also providing one-on-one paid training sessions. And from day 1 class guys, I prepare for you interview round with scenario based questions which recently asked by an interviewer. So For paid training support or any other queries, you guys can connect me on LinkedIn or Telegram channel. Both the links are given under the description box. You guys can follow me there. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you so much.